imagine first a dry eye therapy that can cut symptoms in half, improve your gland secretion scores threefold, is sustained for a full year, all from a single dose. Also imagine that product is FDA cleared and has been proven safe in over 150,000 eyes since 2011. That product it already exists. It's called the LipiFlow. My name is Joe Boorady. I'm the president and CEO of a company called TearScience. And the reason why the LipiFlow technology is so effective is that it addresses an unmet need, and that's meibomian gland dysfunction, one of the primary root causes of dry eye. In order to understand MGD, you have to understand the layers of the tear film. There are three layers to the tear film, the base layer being the mucin layer secreted by the cornea, the middle layer being the aqueous watery layer secreted by the two lacrimal glands, and then the lipid layer. The lipid layer is formed by about 120 meibomian glands that are in your eyelids. And every time you blink, they secrete out a little droplet of lipid. And as you see in this picture, you see a healthy lid margin with those little droplets. And those little droplets all, every time you blink, connect to form that lipid layer. Due to poor blinking, and that could be caused by device use, it could be caused by contact lens wear or other lifestyle issues, that lipid could become stagnant in the meibomian glands and harden, causing a blockage. That blockage then leads to atrophy. As you see on the other side, you see normal meibomian glands. That's using our technology, DMI, dynamic meibomian imaging. It's almost like an MRI of the eyelid margin. And you see the meibomian glands nice and healthy on that top photograph there. And on the bottom, you see the dropout. That's the atrophy that was caused by blockage. And we see this at all different ages. We've seen it as young as 9 and 10-year-old children, all the way up to senior years of life. Is this something new that we've just realized? Not at all. In fact, in 1946, the great Dr. Wolf said, "The ocular surface health cannot be maintained or rehabilitated in the absence of healthy meibomian gland function." So that was 70 years ago. And about 35 years later, there was a lot of papers developed really further describing meibomian gland dysfunction and clarifying the nature of that condition. And now 35 years after that, we have finally great and effective technologies to treat that. Historically, problems with the eyelid margin and the meibomian glands were treated using warm compresses or manual expression in the office, neither of which is highly effective. And that's why we developed this technology called the LipiFlow. It uses a vectored thermal pulsation in order to heat the meibum and melt that blockage and express it simultaneously. And the company spent many years trying to develop front surface technologies in order to heat that, and realized that it just couldn't be done. And the real secret sauce is you have to heat the meibomian gland from the back surface of the eyelid. Also, once you remove that heat, it hardens almost instantly. So you have to simultaneously heat and express. And that's really the magic behind this activator. This is a disposable activator used on both eyes at the same time. It's a safe 12-minute in-office procedure. It's warm heat and massage. Most patients feel like it's a spa day. It's a very comfortable procedure to have done. And the beautiful part of it is, as we shared with you before and here in these results, it lasts a long time. Now, this is data that is from our exciting news for today, and that's in July of 2016, we published a duration study, and that study was on 404 eyes followed for 12 months. And it was basically a single treatment of LipiFlow, and we looked at both symptoms and we looked at gland scores and secretions of the lipid. And we found here, as you can see on this graph, that the mean score of the lipid production tripled from a score of 6 to 18 after that single treatment, out at 3 months and then again at 12 months. We also found, using the OSDI score, that the patient's reported symptoms were cut in half, and those were also sustained over that 12-month period of time with no adjunct therapy. This is just a single LipiFlow treatment and then a follow-up. In addition, we performed 2 post-market studies as well, neither of which are published yet, but are being prepared for publication. One is in cataract surgery, and one is in contact lens patients with meibomian gland dysfunction and reduced comfortable contact lens wearing time. Both showed very significant improvements in both primary and secondary endpoints of gland secretion and ocular comfort. And you can look forward to those papers coming in the next few months. We also have diagnostic technology. As I mentioned before, this is the LipiView 2. The LipiView 2 does 3 tests. It performs a tear film interferometry. It looks at blink, as I said before, the importance of having a complete blink and a frequent blink. And it also looks at this dynamic meibomian imaging, or meibography. And those are the great images you have there, which have really been great for patient education as well as the doctor's better understanding of which patients will be successful in their dry eye course of their dry eye treatment. And as you can see, that bottom image, that's pretty severe gland loss, and it's not that rare to see. So this is a chronic progressive disease that we can find early, treat it early, and hopefully prevent severe dry eye symptoms. And I want to thank Bill, Gil, and Emmett for allowing us at the last OIS meeting to announce our exciting new technology, the LipiScan. The LipiScan just does that one test, just the meibography test that the LipiView 2 does. And this is a small, very portable device, very affordable device, and that's allowed us to get this technology into a lot more practices, and a lot more optometrists and ophthalmologists are now screening routinely patients for meibomian gland dysfunction. And it was very exciting. We sold more of these systems at that show, at the ASCRS, than systems sold in all of 2014. So that's how powerful this technology is. So with that, I just want to say thank you. In summary, TearScience is a company focused on dry eye due to MGD, and we look forward to seeing you at the Academy meeting. Thank you.